morning, everyone. It's about 7 a.m. here in Colorado at around 9,000 feet of elevation. Rex and I are going to do a little fly fishing this morning. We've been here for a few days now fly fishing, and it's been fantastic. Really good fishing here. I'm going to leave the exact location undisclosed, if you know what I mean. I was just up at the truck getting some gear together, tying some new leaders and putting some flies on. Rex is already down here fishing, and I just heard him say that he's already caught one. So we'll go down here and see what he's into. But on today's video, we're going to take you along with us and do a little bit of fly fishing. Did I hear you say you caught one? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Well, for those of you who have never fly fished, this is one of the consequences, is from whipping a big 9-foot rod around with a long leader on it, it can get a little messy sometimes. And I have to tell you, Rex has just learned to fly fish, and he's doing really well. I'm so impressed with the way he's fishing. When I was his age, I was learning to fly fish too, and I was constantly in the trees, and he is not. So I'm pretty proud of that. I tell you, did catch one? Yeah. What'd you catch?
5 or 6 inch brook trout.
Nice. We've been catching mostly brookies and rainbows in here. Nothing is terribly big, but they're sure fun to catch. And the brook trout especially are just beautiful. I'll give you a quick look at the lake here. Very calm this morning. It's just sort of like glass out here. There you can see a fish just came up. In the past few days, it's been really active. Fish have been feeding on top, mostly on mosquitoes. And I've had good luck using what people in the fly fishing world would call terrestrials. So especially little things that are tied up with deer hair to look like small black ants. All right, we're going to get to it. So here's the little black ant I was telling you about earlier. I don't know if you can see that in there or not. Also, you might see a lot of mosquitoes buzzing around in front of the lens. It is mosquito city here. All right, here we go. I just tied a new leader on, and that leader has got a lot of memory in it. So it's got a lot of coils in there. There's our first cast. Oh, those mosquitoes. The ant is not staying afloat like I wanted it. Boy, nowhere near the activity here that there has been. I think Rex, oh yeah, I think Rex might have one on. He's up the lake a little bit from me. Looks like he's got a nice fish. Oh yeah. I'm so proud of him fly fishing the way he's doing it. Wow, must be a good fish. Maybe we better go up there. All right, he did have one.
Beautiful.
Beautiful brookie.
Back in the water, you. Don't be surprised. Woo! What do you got? Oh.
Second fish of the day for Rex. Big old fat 0 for Dad.
Well, you didn't go to the store and buy red and yellow humpies.
Red and yellow humpies are the way to go.
They are, I'm telling you.
You can see all those coils in Rex's leader. That's the memory I was talking about earlier. They should work themselves out. He's drying his fly now, back and forth. And he's making a cast. He's really beating the water up this morning.
Oh, there's a brown right there.
These lakes are mostly fed from snowmelt. It's very high water quality and super clear. Let's see here how clear the water is. This is great because we can see the fish and we can see them rise to our flies, but it's also a bit of a detriment because the water is so clear that they see you too. And to be honest, we aren't taking much precautions to stay away from them. There's a brook trout swimming right there. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. Being in a bad spot to be behind the fly fishing. Nice, Rex. I think maybe the camera is bringing him bad luck. We're going to move on. All right, see what happens here. Water is so clear. much looking at my black ant this morning. We might have to try something a little different. My little friend, the black ant there, is not doing what I want it to do, so we're going to try a little something different. All right, there's plenty of mosquitoes around here, so I think what we're going to do is go with this little mosquito-looking fly. If I struggle here, no one laugh at me, because as I get older, I find it increasingly difficult to thread the needle here. Sometimes impossible. Maybe I got it. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, I didn't get it. Oh. Ooh, sounds like Rex got another one. While I struggle to tie on a fly, Rex has caught another fish. I think this is 3 or 4 for him.
Sorry, old chap.
I feel like an old chap. I can't even get my flies tied on. All right, we better go see this one. Here we go. Let's see this pretty fish that Rex caught.
I lost him.
Oh well. Fish right here. Got him. Got him. Got him. Finally. Nice. Oh, come on. Nice rainbow. Came up on a mosquito imitation and took it right off the top of the water. All right, let's get him back in the water. There he goes, off to be caught another day. Rex is fishing for squirrels again. He's got his fly up in the tree. And 2 brookies right here out in front of me just swam in. There he is. There he is. I knew it. That was a good cast. All right. Not a huge fish, but hey, any fish on a fly rod's a trophy in my mind. Interesting. Yesterday I was fishing with a big ant imitation, and the only thing I could catch was brookies, which was fine with me. I love to catch brookies. Now this morning, fishing with this mosquito imitation, and it's only rainbows. Brookies seem to be completely uninterested in it. I just cast right in front of one's nose and just looked at it and swam away. Another brookie right out here in front of me. Just took something right off the top of the water. Cast to him. If you've never fly fished before, there's really something special about having a fish take your fly off the top of the water, especially in clear water like this when you can actually see them. Oh, that was a terrible cast. So when you see fly fishermen doing what I'm doing right now, back and forth, back and forth. Not really about casting. In this case, I'm just trying to dry my fly out a little bit so it floats and rides on top of water a little bit better. If you've ever fished, you might have heard the word presentation. And so that's when you're delivering the bait, the fly, the lure to the fish. The presentation has to look natural. And it's especially true with fly fishing because you want that fly riding on top of the water to look as natural as possible. You don't want it to look like it's being manipulated by a piece of fishing line that it's attached to, or that it's floating unnaturally in some way. Unless that is, you're trying to make it move. So sometimes, if you're fishing like an ant or something on the top of the water, or especially if you're fishing a woolly bugger or a streamer beneath the water, then you're going to use your rod and your line retrieval to make it move, to make it look alive. With the dry fly, you can do that a little bit. Make its legs look like they're wiggling a little, wings are fluttering. But mostly, You just want it to look natural. Make a little cast back this way here. And then I'm going to move down to that big rock that Rex was just on. Oh, Rex got another one. Kid's really out fishing me today and yesterday. Hey. Look at that. Fish jumped to my right. I looked the other way, and when I looked back, bingo. Beautiful brookie. Really pretty fish. Not big, but beautiful. There's a shadowy spot right up here to my left. They seem to like every fish I've caught in this spot has been in that general area. There's another one. Ooh, that's a nicer fish. Beautiful fish. Oh my. So pretty. Come on, mister. Come to the net. Beautiful brookie. And there he goes. Looks like Rex has got another one. I'm going to try to get up there quick and see if we can film him. Jeez. Nothing like a 9-foot fly rod in the forest. Let's see. Oh, that's a nice fish. All right, it's time to wrap up. We've been at this a couple of hours, maybe close to 3 hours. We think that between the two of us, we caught around 16 fish. Rex 10, Dad 6. Time to go back and see the girls. All right, it's about, I don't know, 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And Rex and I have taken a challenge. Like all families, sometimes we don't plan very well, and we don't have a dinner plan for tonight. So, Debbie said, why don't you get some fish? And we'll have trout for dinner. We couldn't resist that challenge. So here we are, back at our favorite lake, doing it up. The one saving grace is that I can tell already that the breeze is keeping the mosquitoes at bay. These Colorado mosquitoes are wicked. Oh boy, this is choppy. Yikes. Now I'm worried. I was bragging to Debbie that we'd have no trouble bringing dinner home because we've caught fish every time we've been down here, but we've never been here in the wind. Look at this. You can see the trees moving. You can see how choppy that water is. Ay, ay, ay. I'd like to work over toward this bank right over here. It's a little more sheltered, kind of. We haven't fished it, and there's some open places right in here. This should be pretty easy to cast. Oh boy, that wind is something. Yikes. Gotta rise to the challenge. That's what I tell the kids. Rise to the challenge. Guess I better do the same. Here we go. It's looking a little better up here. It's not as loud, Rex says. And I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes, so that must mean something. All right, well, there's a couple of fish right here. And the wind is definitely not as bad, so I'm gonna give it a whirl. Just tight casting in here. Oh, finally. Finally, it's some dinner. Look at that. Little bit of dinner. Look at that. Look how feisty those fish are. That's what we love to see. Bingo. Another one. That one feels like a better fish. That will be dinner. Debbie said if we didn't catch any fish, that we would have backup BLTs. Those sounds like the BLTs of humiliation to me. He's going on the stringer. Okay, there's our first fish of the afternoon for the stringer. So we don't have to eat humiliation BLTs when we get home. BLTs are good, but this rainbow trout over the fire is going to be even better. Oh no. There we go. Okay, I'm running. Rex just tied into a big fish. Yum, yum, he says.
Look at that.
God, don't.
Oh my goodness, what a big old fish. Monster. I got a monster.
Hold on.
No, hopefully. Bam.
Okay, another one for the pan right there. Oh, I missed a nice fish. I didn't miss that one. Oh, I had him on for a second. That was a nice fish. Probably shouldn't be hollering and yelling so loud as we are. There's one. Not a bad fish either. Oh, he's kind of hooked funny. He's hooked right in the gill. Beautiful fish. Gorgeous. We'll take him. That's 3 on the stringer. All right. So it seems like we won't have to go home empty-handed and have the backup BLTs, as Debbie said we probably have to have. We've got 3 beautiful fish on the stringer, 2 rainbows and a brookie. All right, we'll get these guys back in the water. Rex is still down here fishing. Look at this. Here comes, just heading out. Decided to wrap it up. We needed one more fish, and look at this guy. He comes with the winner. Just hold on, show the folks your fish quick. All right, hold up a little higher. Beautiful. Oh, he's out. Oh, geez. Got mosquitoes all over him.
Not very big, but
hey, it's our number 4. The girls laid down a challenge that we needed to go get dinner. Otherwise, we were going to have backup BLTs. And look at this. We've got 4 beautiful fish on the stringer, and we're heading home. Yeah.
Here, I'm going to go try and catch one more.
There he goes. He's going for one more, he says.
Our limit's 8.
There he goes. All right, we've done it. 4 beautiful fish for the pan. The girls challenged us to get dinner. We did it. We don't have to have those backup BLTs. We won the bacon challenge.
Hi. Woohoo! Fish for dinner, baby.
Okay, we met your bacon challenge. What do you have to say for yourself?
All right, cook them up.
It's a mic, I'm telling you. It's a mic. I know a mic when I see one. Here, come here, Leela. Come look at them. So, look.
Wait, can I try to get some? These are rainbow. These are rainbow. These.
You're not gonna get the other ones. This is my fish. This is Dad's fish. I outfished him, baby. Yeah.
Are these 2 the same?
Here. Yes, this is the same.
Trout?
These 2 are different. No.
You would touch me.
These are splake. They're a cross between lake trout and brook trout. Splake. I want to see what these boogers have been eating. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, so we were just on the lake. We caught 4 nice trout. I caught 2 and Dad caught 2. I'm going to fillet one of them and gut the others, and then we're gonna wrap them up in tin foil with lime, salt, pepper, butter, and throw them on the fire. Let's see. Fillet my fish first.
Rex and I just got back from the lake and we caught 4 nice trout. We have 3 rainbows, or no, I'm sorry, 2 rainbows and 2 what are called slakes. So slakes are hybrids between lake trout and brook trout, and they look mostly like a brook trout. They're infertile, so they stock them in some of these lakes so they don't reproduce, but people can enjoy fishing for them, and they sure are fun to catch. We're running a little bit late tonight, so we're going to do something really simple. This is actually one of the very first ways I ever learned to cook trout, and that is to just do them whole. We're just going to lay them in the foil, and we're going to hit them with some seasoning, some butter, and some lemon, and then put these foil packs right on the fire. These have been gutted. Rex already took all the internal organs out, and we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of Old Bay on them. I'm going to take a lemon wedge, slide it right up in here, and then hit this with a couple chunks of butter inside. We'll do 3. And then we're going to fold it up. And with that butter in there, we're going to double these. So I did once, I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to do it again. There we have it. Cut that piece of foil a little bit short because we're running short on foil. No, we'll improvise. Oh.
I have more foil.
Oh. The good woman says we have more foil.
Incoming.
Ask and you shall receive. From the heavens comes the foil. Okay, we've got our trout steamer packs here. I've got a good hot fire going down below, and we're going to take these down and put them on. We're in a little Forest Service campground, and it's basically like boondocking. There's no water or electric at our sites, but we do have a picnic table and a fire pit. Here's our fire pit right here. Normally what I would do is if I had an open fire and not contained in one of these big pits like this, I'd build a smaller fire and I'd put these right on the fire. In this case, we've got a pretty substantial fire going here, so I'm going to put these on the grill top instead. I think we'll get plenty of heat that way. We'll let those sizzle and pop, and come down with some thick leather gloves in a little while and give them a flip. Woo-hoo-wee! We got way more heat than we need here to cook a few trout. I can hear them sizzling in there. I sort of got distracted making some bacon up above. Oh, sizzle and pop. There is nothing better than fresh caught trout. I'm not that crazy all the time about freshwater fish. I'd rather have saltwater fish. But I do love trout and salmon, especially when there's the same day meal. Catch them, eat them right there as a shore lunch, or bring them home and eat them that evening. Really good. Oh. I wish you could smell that. Butter, lemon, Old Bay, and fresh trout. Yeah! All right, almost done. They've been on there maybe, more than 10 minutes, but less than 15. Give them just a couple more minutes, and we're gonna eat.
Dad?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm gonna do?
You hear those sizzling? Smoking? Oh, they're gonna be so good. You might have heard a basketball popping there over here. I got a basketball player, and you may have heard some jingling that sounds a little bit like somebody playing horseshoes. But really, that's Rex throwing knives. Just another day in the life. Here's the grand reveal of our trout steamer packs. Look at all that butter. And these always look a little unusual. Head and tail still on. But in a minute, we're going to use a fork to flake the meat right off of there. It's going to be delicious.
Looks good.
All right, one of the benefits of doing trout in a steamer pack like this is that you can get the meat off without any bones and without a whole lot of work or dishes. So you just basically use a fork to separate it like this, and all the small bones will come out. Another way that folks sometimes do it is to hold on here and just pull like that. You can see all these little bones coming out. The bones are staying with the spinal column, and the meat is all coming off. Well, that's the end product after you've got all the meat pulled off of the spine and the rib bones. All right, everybody's digging in. BLTs and trout. It turns out that even though Rex and I were successful and We caught our 4 trout in the bacon challenge. We still decided to have BLTs too. So there's Rex digging into a big rainbow.
Oh, you don't even have a plate.
Nah, he's taking it right out of the foil.
You're just going all in.
Oh my god.
Is it good?
Awesome.
Awesome.
I tried a bite of what I cooked for Leela. That's good.
Well, that's a wrap for us. It's been a fun day of trout fishing. If you enjoy our videos, please remember to click like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.